As if Odyssey wasn't enough to ruin this summer, the so-called friendly Spider-Man had to step in and finish the job. And honestly, I'm ready to just stop paying for the tickets and start paying movie theaters to stop showing these abysmal movies. It is 2026 and it's genuinely mind-boggling. How do these movies make profit and are so successful? Let's break down the exact formula of this movie. Take a couple of popular characters, cast famous actors, throw them into a terrible story, and strip away all style and presentation. And what is the result? $1 billion in 3 days. This is a definitive proof that Marvel can literally take a character that everyone loves, put zero effort into the writing, and boom, somehow everyone is satisfied. And let's make a clear statement here. This is not a movie. Just because it's projected on a screen and was shot on camera doesn't mean it deserves the privilege of being called a movie. Is a basic moral lesson really our new excuse for consuming garbage? Because there's nothing in this movie that is worth the adventure, that is worth sitting down and watching it. Marvel Studio is a $1 trillion company that has an average budget of $300 million per movie. And how can they not deliver a single competent piece of filmmaking? I thought No Way Home was bad enough, but this is a new low. And while reading online reviews, I stumbled upon a shocking revelation. A lot of people who praise this movie actually think the original Sam Raimi ones are boring and nothing special. And that opinion tells me everything I need to know. If you have working eyes and ears and honestly believe that, you better have a spectacular explanation why. Because the Raimi films had iconic music, a distinct visual look, memorable acting, genuine creative expression. The action sequences and fight choreographies were awesome. The humor was subtle, and most importantly, there was practicality.
Wow, great reflexes.
They weren't just sitting in front of a green screen scratching their balls. So why does this new movie completely fail to capture any of that magic? Well, first off, visual effects are terrible. There's a $100,000 movie that has better effects than this. Second thing, the jokes. They are lame and scattered around this movie like a minefield. If you've seen at least 2 Marvel movies in your life, you can spot these jokes coming a mile away. They are corporate, formulaic, and designed solely to appeal supposedly to the masses, and the worst part is, somehow it works. It feels like audiences are obligated to laugh in the theater, obligated to give it a high score, obligated to praise this movie, because if they don't, they will probably be publicly shamed or something, I don't know. But the biggest issue Marvel constantly avoids is telling a mature story. Instead of Spider-Man going down a dark path because of his sacrifices for mankind, like dealing with the bitterness of MJ moving on, or realizing that the public maybe isn't worth saving, they take the easy way out. Why does he turn evil? Because of a plot device. Because someone else is controlling him. These writers have no balls when it comes to storytelling. Now listen, I'm not saying I want Spider-Man to be a total edgelord that has Death Note under his bed. I just want to see challenging thoughts, interesting decisions by him, internal conflict. Maybe he should question himself. Was it worth to save the universe? But no, he's just a good guy. Spider-Man, he can never do anything bad. Punisher in this movie is almost a parody of himself. He nearly died laughing half the time delivering the dialogue. And of course, they had to force the flashbacks throughout the entire movie. You see, guys, you remember these moments. Do you remember this scene? Do you remember this? Good. Now cry. How many times are we gonna watch the hero get into trouble, get wounded? They will make us think that he's near death. Then you have slow motion, sad music playing. Oh no, he's gonna die. Spider-Man, don't die. No, ambulance is here. No. Fade to black. And then nothing. He's alright. Why are you doing this still? And there are people falling for it. There are literal people in the theater crying as they're watching this. I'm so sorry I was an asshole to you the whole movie. I thought I was gonna lose you. You are a villain, but you are not a monster. You are a special person. We are friends now, and you care about me. even though you wanted to kill me 8 times throughout this whole fucking movie. You have this simpleton movie with dumb dialogue made in a way that everybody can understand it, but when it comes to explaining something, it is the most complicated thing in the world for these people. And I just completely zone out. For example, there's a scene where MJ finds a letter that Spider-Man wrote to her specifically. And then as the dialogue progresses, the movie makes you think she knows the letter is about her. But then she says, listen, that girl, whoever she is, and in my head I'm thinking, oh wait, so she didn't realize that the Spider-Man was talking to her? And then the camera zooms in on Tom Holland's face, and he's like worried, and I'm thinking, oh, so they're making us think how even he realized it, that she didn't realize it. But then she says, I can't love you. And I'm like, wait, whoa, what is going on? 5 minutes later, it's revealed that she did understand that it was her that they were talking about. Why are you confusing me with the most simple information on planet Earth? And do you know how you can fix it? Here, I fixed it for you. I wrote your dialogue down. Here's how MJ could have said it. Whoever I was, the MJ that you wrote to and loved, well, I'm not that now. There you go. No problem. They're doing the bare minimum, putting millions of dollars in their pockets, and we saw it with Deadpool and Wolverine, a basic slop of a movie with nothing going on, and yet loved by everyone. This isn't Spider-Man, this is just brand old boredom.